How y'all doing? Some of you might know me. For those who don't, my name is William Burnley, also known as Deuce De Niro. I'm an artist, songwriter, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and founder of my own clothing brand called God First Rich Forever. I also am a mental health advocate that focuses on spiritual development. And you're tuned into the Celibate and Sober podcast, brought to you by God First Rich Forever. So just sit back, relax, and listen while we go on this mission.
I ask God to help me out to watch the word come out my mouth. When I see a demon get screaming, I'm gon' get it out. All my members chasing God, no, we do not be chasing clout. Wipe the tears from out my eye when I step in the Lord's house. I ask God to help me out through this week, through this hour. I ask God to help me out before I sleep, before I shower. I ask God to help me out when I'm weak, when I cower. I ask God to help me out, cause this world is not ours.
Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is lust. All around the world, our men are dying. What do you think we're dying of? Go ahead and answer. If you said gun violence, you partly right. It's a lot of hate, lust, envy behind every action. And most of these actions are just reactions of an action that had to happen. Instead of human beings, we should be called humans reacting, because that's what we do all the time. That's what they call us, human beings. But we should be called humans reacting, because we're just really reacting to everything that we go through. But it's very important how we react to every situation. So for an example, let's say you're out and about, you got the new shoes or whatever, fresh white Air Force Ones. Fresh white Air Force Ones, right? You the flyest in the spot, you know what I mean? You super fly. And then somebody step on your shoes. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What y'all gonna do? A, you gonna go off on them and snap, hey, you stepped on my shoe. Or B, you gonna rub it off and forgive them. But this is an instant action. As soon as it happens, you're gonna wanna react. So you're gonna either fire or water. See, water can get through anything, but fire is just gonna burn up everything. What else y'all pick? And be honest now. Did you pick A? It's okay. But people, we have to get control of these actions, because these actions are what shape everything with us. It shapes our whole reality, how we react to stuff. We can either get mad, get sad, get glad, or we can be happy that it even happened and we got to go to the experience. Like I say, all actions have to have a reaction. Everything is a reaction. And it can be positive or negative. You know what I'm saying? It's really how we react to things that make the whole situation. If you blow up on somebody and you snap on somebody, first of all, you have like the ability to shape someone else's day. Just like people have the ability to shape your day, like how they react, how they respond, how they talk to you, how all these things play a part together. We have the power to shape other people's day. That person right there who just stepped on your shoe could be having the most worst day of their lives. And it could be a complete crash out. They can be ready to crash out about anything. And you just lit that fuse. Matter of fact, the fuse is already lit. But you just lit it some more when it's at the bottom. So when they crash out completely and go crazy, you never know what people have on their minds or their hearts. That's why yours have to stay pure. And you have to be conscious of these things. Because if we don't, we'll just be in the loop like everybody else. We'll be in the same continuous cycle as everybody else, not growing. See, we get put in these cycles and we get put in these places to grow from them and learn from them. Every situation that you've ever been in, it was a learning experience. Whether you learned something or you didn't. If you didn't learn anything, even if it was to not do it again, you're going to have to go through the cycle again because you didn't learn. See, in my life, man, I'd have been in so many cycles. So many cycles. Life is full of cycles. I'm just aware of them. You've been in a lot of cycles too because you're here. You know what I'm saying? I remember a cycle I was caught in. I was caught in a cycle of lust. You feel me? That's why I started off with lust. Because, man, your boy, I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
If it moves, hit it!
Straight like that. But, you know, I had to get out of that to finally evolve into the man I was supposed to evolve into, because I was so with the world and on what the world was on. I never could get on my own path. I never could get where I needed to go to in life. I was stuck in the same cycle. You meet a girl, you talk to her, y'all play house. Y'all know about playing house. Y'all play house. Y'all talk for a while, and you know, eventually things happen, and y'all end up like this here. But it never really goes anywhere because we don't know these people. We just knew them enough to get with them. You know what I'm saying? We just knew them enough to. Okay, I know you ain't burning. You feel me? Being honest, I know you ain't burning. So hey, let's do it. That ain't right, y'all. That ain't right, y'all. And that cycle right there had me so caught up and so stuck in life that I couldn't go anywhere but the same thing. And it was with different people. You know what I'm saying? You meet a girl today. Hey, you so cute. You so handsome. We should. That ain't worth nothing. What we have to do, or what I had to do, was focus on me and start loving myself. Because I realized that when I was giving myself away, I'm giving myself away to all these people, and I'm breaking myself down. I'm like, hey, yeah, here. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a super big piece. You don't got to get your whole arm, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, here you go. Take this finger. Take this, take this, take this. If you keep letting people take these parts of you, what are you going to have for yourself? What are you going to have for you? The main person that needs you. You need you. And all we need is love. But that love starts with ourselves. We have to start loving ourselves first before we can love anybody else. If you don't know how to love yourself, you will never be able to love anybody else. You can post them on your Instagram story with all the hard eyes you want, but if you don't love yourself, you will never truly know how to love. And it all goes back to the love of God. With the commandments, he said, just to jump back into what I was saying earlier with the actions and everything. I'm gonna stop reading from that because I do better when I don't read. My dad said I don't like to read, but you know, I just get my information from different places. Like they were saying, the love of God. You gotta love God because God is within you. The Bible says, Corinthians 3:16, it says, do you not know that the Spirit of God dwells inside of you? It doesn't say 10% of the Spirit of God. It doesn't say 15%. It doesn't say 75%. It says the Spirit of God dwells inside of you. So if God is in you, who can be against you? Nobody on the exterior. But you can be against yourself within. And you can be messing over yourself. You can be hurting yourself, and you can be doing harm against you that nobody else can see right in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Basically down the line, okay, oh, he was messing over himself. He wasn't. There was a glitch in his matrix. There was a glitch in his matrix. Let me stop breathing so hard, y'all. I love breathing hard, but there was a glitch in his matrix. But once we finally sit down and get enough peace within, we can understand. We can understand. You know what I'm saying? Before we understand anything, we need to start understanding, because understanding is cool, but understanding is necessary. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand, you don't understand what's going on in here, the whole being, not just up here, not just right here, just everything about you, you will never truly know yourself. And it's very important to be able to know you, because you all you got at the end of the day. Whenever your time comes, it ain't no two people caskets. Yeah, me and my wife gonna get buried together. Y'all might get buried beside each other at later times, but all we have is us at the end of the day. So why not get comfortable with us right now? My next subject that I want to talk about trusting God's divine timing. With that being said, we as people, we want stuff to happen right when we want it to happen. We've seen this today. We got influenced by something today, and we got to have this tomorrow by the latest. Tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock by the latest. You know what I'm saying? Amazon Prime it. You know what I'm saying? Amazon Prime my blessings. God is not Amazon Prime. God is not Amazon Prime. But what I can tell you, He is a just God. So whatever you do, Whatever your actions lead up to, that's the reaction that you will receive. If you're actually going and putting the work in for these things, you're actually going to actually sacrificing certain things for these things, whatever it may be. That's if you're just putting some money away so you can invest into yourself later on down the road. Then you will eventually get what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? You will eventually get the investment. You eventually get the product because you sat it down. You were intentional about it. We have to be intentional about loving ourselves and loving God. It's the same thing. We have to be intentional about that. Because if we aren't intentional about that, then we're just moving in the empty void. We're just moving on a rock in space. You feel me? A lot of people move on a rock in space. A lot of people are just stuck on this rock in space. And they feel like, man, life is just life. That's when people be saying life be lifing. No, you just aren't putting that correct actions to get the right reactions. See, it's all math. It's really math. Just like 1 + 1 = 2. Beyonce already told you what it was. You feel me? We just don't like to. We like to get signs all the time. We like to get signs all the time of the stuff we already know. We like to keep receiving the same thing. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? How many times? Pay attention. If you've been to this spot before and it feels like, if you've been to a place before and it felt like it was the end, this is it. This is as worse as it can get. I'm so broke, I might as well just pass away. You feel me? You ever got to that spot and you still here right now? That's a testimony. And you made it. You feel me? You've already felt the lowest of lows. When it's like you get on the trampoline, jumping on the trampoline. See, you have to go all the way to the bottom. A trampoline, you have to go all the way to the bottom. The elastic gotta stretch so far down so you can go so far up. But if you never feel your low, if you're never inside of your valley that you're supposed to feel, you will never know that you're on top. You will never know that this is the moment that was made for me. You will never know because you never felt anything other than this. It's like a yin yang symbol. You have to have the good with the bad, the happy with the sad. Smile when you're good, whatever Project Pat said. But you have to understand that all things in life are necessary. We have to go through these things, the good and the bad. One wouldn't be one without the other. We wouldn't be able to enjoy these things without the other. We wouldn't be able to truly be appreciative for life if we didn't have bad times. Bad times are necessary for growth. It's character development. It's canon events. You have to go through these things so you can be good, man. But when you in these places, take your peace with you and know that I've been in this place before and I made it out of here. So if you did it before, if he did it before, he can do it again. Thank God right now. Don't wait till you get on top. Don't wait till you counting M's to thank God. Thank God when you eat noodles. Thank God when you ain't got nothing going. You feel me? Thank God. Because it could be worse. You could be homeless. You could be begging. You can be in a different position than you're in right now. See, we get to taking things that we have for granted and feeling like, oh, these things are just not things that we need and we want to have this and we got to have that to feel complete. No. You feel complete when you have the basics. And the basics in life are food, you're not hungry, no matter it's a steak on your plate or noodles. Shelter, you're not affected by the world's conditions. Rain, heat, snow, you're good. And clothing. You gotta have something to wear. But if Eve ain't eat that apple, we know we could all been like this here. But hey, that's another story for another time. If you got the basics, you winning. Understand that you winning. And stop letting comparison be the thief of joy. Cause we look at other people, we get online and be like, oh, they winning, they doing their thing, they winning, they doing it, man. I wish I was doing it. See, you wishing you can do this, you wishing you can do that. And it's somebody that's wishing for your spot. It's somebody that's like, man, I wish I just had this position. It's somebody in the car. It's somebody in the Honda, right? I got a Honda. Let me tell y'all my story. I can't speak for nobody else. I got a Honda. I wish I had a Jeep. Somebody in the car that wish they had another car or a plane or whatever. It's somebody in on a bike, wishing they had a car. Somebody walking, wishing they had a bike. And it's somebody paralyzed, wishing they had a pair of legs to walk. So we have to be grateful and we have to be thankful for the things that we do have. So we have to, once we start being grateful for what we do have, we can get more. Because we start to cherish what we do have and start to use it for what it's used for. You feel me? Because everything is temporary. Whether it's a car or a relationship or a feeling. Life is temporary. This is just a stage that we go through. This is just a stage. This is just a cycle. This is just a big cycle full of little cycles. So after this cycle, you go into a whole nother cycle. So make this cycle better. Don't be living in hell here. Don't live in hell here. Don't make your life hell here with your actions. Because your reactions are only, what I tell y'all, your reactions are only an action of your actions. So don't make your reaction have to be hell. Set yourself up for greatness in the beginning so you don't have to wait for the end. Okay, let's say this. You about to go to the club. You lit. You super lit. You looking for an outfit. You been in the closet all day pulling stuff out. Your room just in shambles. Room is in shambles. You got everything everywhere. Everything is everywhere. I'm talking. You got stuff on the bed. You got stuff on the floor. You got stuff in the bathroom. But the club finna start. It's finna open. You been getting ready all day. See, putting the God within you first. You put all that stuff back to where it goes when you leave yourself in cleanliness. But because y'all know the devil lives in disorganization. The devil lives in clutter. It's all here. It's all here. So if you go ahead and put God first, you can be rich forever in the end. See, when you come back from wherever you went to the club, studio, the library, if you go ahead and set yourself up right now, later gonna be good. Later it's gonna be good. You can't have clutter there if you already cleaned it up. Some people have maids. Some people got money. They got it made. You feel me? I ain't got no maid. If I don't clean it up, I guarantee I know where it's gonna be when I get back. Right where I left it at. So it's important to go ahead and handle the present challenges now. Handle what's present to us right now. Do what you need to do for you right now so later you can be set. See, you got people that's going to a 9 to 5 right now and they spending their money everywhere but on them, for real. Now, they might buy themselves some to eat. They might buy them some new shoes. They buy them this, that. But they not spending their money on no money. You feel me? They spending their money on pleasures. And the only reason I can tell y'all this is because I was in this cycle for so long. I was stuck. I was like, man, what am I going to do? But really, I wasn't like, man, what am I going to do? I was just going through the motions. You feel me? I was just going through the motions. I was stuck. I was one of them, the ones that were stuck. Like that I was saying, y'all. Whew. I was one of the ones that was stuck in the cycle. I was wondering, how am I going to make this happen? How am I going to get out of this? And I was looking everywhere else but to the person that can actually help me. Ain't that crazy, y'all? We'll know the answer to something and we'll go ask every other person around the answer, and they'll give us the right answer. They just say, hey, just look inside, bro. Just handle your business. Do this. It'll be the answer, but in different words. Same answer in different words. But we don't take the advice. Why? Are we hard-headed? Do we not believe it? Do we not believe them? Do we not believe in ourselves? It's all about believing in yourselves and believing in the God that's within you. The next thing I want to talk about is ego death. Man, ego. Let me look up what ego is right quick. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me look up what ego is right quick, because I want to give y'all the direct. What is ego? What is ego? Alright, so ego is a person's sense or self-esteem of importance. Bro, once you realize that we all are going through the same thing, I know y'all heard of Sunder before. We all are going through the same complex lives. See, it may not look like that on the outside. Like, you might be at the stoplight and somebody's in a Maybach and you're in a O2 Honda or whatever. Let's say in the O2 Honda. Like, man, they living a life. Man, you don't know what them folks got going. You don't know if they world falling apart. You just see how it look. We get so caught up on these images, these staged images, because everything is staged. Everything is fake. You feel me? You pose for a picture before you take it. You just don't take pictures. If you do, you don't post those. You pose. Everybody poses. Everybody's posers, you know? We are faking. You feel me? I know. Trust it. I know. We are faking. And that all comes from ego. We all aren't even, we're not even acting out of authenticity. We're acting out of ego. We're all just egos walking around. Hey, I'm this. I got this going. What you doing? You ain't got the same stuff going? Oh, we can't talk. What? Are you retarded? I didn't say retarded if that offended anybody, but why would you treat somebody different that doesn't have the same stuff as you? You feel me? Why would you treat someone different if they don't have the same things you do? Right? Let's say a person doesn't have, let's say a person's homeless. Why would you treat a person? Why would you treat another human being? Why would you treat another human reacting any different from how you would treat a friend or a foe? Oh man, get out! I ain't got nothing for you, man. You don't have to give them anything, but you do have to give them something. Respect. Why? Because there's another person going through the same stuff you're going through. They're just down in their luck right now. Their actions are just causing a reaction that's keeping them in the same cycle. Let's just say a person's rich and they don't want to treat you the same way. You feel me? Let's say, oh, I got all this stuff. I'm so rich. Regular people, they don't excite me. You will feel wrong, huh? You will feel like, man, they so big on themselves and they think they this, they think they that. You think you something too. And that's why we have to go through ego death. We got to kill that because we all just people. Like, people see me, they like, man, I didn't think you. Every time I talk to somebody, they be like, man, I didn't think you were like this, bro. I know. Because you have to. I sell an image. I'm a rapper, I make music. My music actually I've changed my music. I've been just trying to focus my music on my feelings because music is really like a form of therapy for me. Music is just a release for me. I get to talk about my emotions and things that I feel, situations that I've went through, and just stuff that helps me heal. Only thing is I put it out so other people can hear it too. Just in case they went through a similar situation and they know something about it, they can say, oh, well, this is how he did this. This is how he's continuing to do this. I put it out. I let y'all eavesdrop on my therapy sessions. Hopefully it will help y'all too. You feel me? But I was saying, I sell the image. You know what I'm saying? The image is for sale. Because everything in the world is just smoke and mirrors. Nobody's more important than you are. You think a person's famous because they have so many likes. What is life without social media? What is life without all these things that people praise? What is life with just regular people being regular? You feel me? We didn't switch the whole life up. We just switched our whole way of thinking up because systems have been put in place to make us feel like we're not good enough. I seen this video the other day. It was about reflections. He was like, yeah, man, you weren't even supposed to be seeing yourself as much as you do. You're not supposed to have your reflection at the palm of your hand. You know what I'm saying? A reflection was once a sacred thing. You have to look in some water to see a reflection. Oh, that's me right there. I look like this. You feel me? We want to be so perfect. We keep looking at ourselves, looking at our dream bodies and looking at other people's stuff. And we can't even focus on us. We're like, man, we so far behind. We might as well not even start. No. Start. Right now, today. Because I can tell you right now, 1 brick a day is better than no bricks a day. You don't have to build a brick wall in one day. My dad laid bricks. I helped him lay bricks for a little bit. I noticed that wasn't for me. straight up. But you don't have to build a brick wall in one day. An empire doesn't go up overnight. But what you can do is put one brick there a day. You can put one brick there, one brick today. You can spend 5 minutes putting one brick there. You can go outside, put your mortar on the board, lay your mortar down, put your brick down. It's one brick. You do it again tomorrow, and you do it again tomorrow, and you do it again tomorrow, and you do it again for the next 365 days. There's gonna be 365 bricks on that wall. You feel me? Opposed to someone that never started. They say, man, I'm so far behind, I might as well never start. I might as well never do what I want to do. I might as well never follow my dreams because everybody's already in the field that I want to be in, and they're already successful in the field that I want to be in. You can be successful in the field you want to be in too. You just got to get in it. You got to get in the field, baby. You feel me? If you ain't in the field, how they gonna even know you in the field? I said, if you ain't in the field, how they gonna even know you in the field? If you ain't posted that first video that you want to post, if you ain't started that business, you ain't ordered no products for that business, if you ain't did nothing towards it, how is it going to be anything? And there is not a perfect day to start. There isn't a perfect day to start. You start right now. If you wait on the perfect weather to plant the seeds, the tree will never grow. The tree will never be able to grow because that seed's in your pocket. How they gonna go in there in your pocket? How? Seriously. How can they grow and they're in your pocket? Put them in the ground. Close the doors. Put them in the ground. And you can't be trying to pull them up every day. Man, let me see if I got a couple roots. Man, let me see. Man, let me see if I got let me see. Put it in the ground and know it's going to work. Pray to God and thank him that it's already working. Because it is working. Because you started working it. You started the action to cause the reaction. I don't think y'all hearing me. Y'all hear me? All right, cool. All right. Let me see what else I want to talk about. All right. Ego death. We got to kill our egos. We already talked about that. But we have to kill our egos and realize that we're just people being people. We can't fault nobody. This their first time being alive too. They ain't did this before. My grandma told me. She say, a young person, if they a fool, don't expect them to be anything other than that. When they get older, they just be an old fool. Age comes with wisdom, but not for everyone. Just because they old, they don't know. You feel me? Just because they old, they don't know. See, they can give you some great pointers and they can put you in the right direction. But honestly and truly, with them not being born in the same year and having the same computing system as you have some different ways. You have some different loopholes. You have some different working methods for it to work. But it's all the same though. We all gonna equal up to the same action. Feel me? But you might know a little more. You might know a little more. You might know a little more. You might know how to get around something. There's more resources available for you because you know some stuff. You feel me? That wasn't around back then. If it was around back then, they'd be able to tell you. But like guys say, man, ain't nothing new under the sun, bro. They just keep preforming in different ways. They put it in different ways and put it in different fonts. Everything is just things in different fonts. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all heard that before. Everything's just things in different fonts. Everything is the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. But you got to try. You got to try. If you don't try, you'll never win. I can tell you that right now. If you don't ever shoot that ball, it ain't never going to have a chance to go in. I don't know much about sports. I'm not a sports type of guy. Not with all that. But I know Michael Jordan. He had to put a lot of shots up to be able to make them like that. I know Kobe, rest in peace Kobe, I know he gone. But he had to put a whole bunch of shots up to make them like that. He had to keep on trying. He had to keep on practicing. He had to keep on focusing. So whatever you want to do in life, just put your focus on it and go hard. But lust has killed a lot of great men. Lust has killed a lot of great men. Just like Samson and Delilah. She was wondering so hard. She was a spy. She was a spy. She was wondering so hard, why is he so strong? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? How? Baby, I do this, I do that. He told a couple of different answers. She was like, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how he couldn't see that she was out to get him. I'm sure he did, but at the same time, it's like the story of Samson and Delilah. Samson was very strong because of his hair. He had his strength inside of his hair, and if he cut his hair, he'd lose his power. And Delilah, he wanted to be on Delilah so bad. He wanted to be so infused with Delilah. He wanted to be on Delilah Instagram story. He wanted to be Delilah Snapchat streak. He wanted to be Delilah's man. Yeah, he wanted to be Delilah's man so bad. And she wanted to be the ruler. She wanted to be the HENIC. You feel me? So when she got close enough and he finally told her where his strength came from, she went that night. She went ahead, cut his hair off that night, and told him, folks,
Got him.
come get him, y'all. He good. I got him. He weak now. Come get him. That's that lust that he wanted to be under her so bad. He told her his only weakness, and she used it against him. And he got captured. You feel me? We got to break free of these cycles. We can't stay in these cycles. We can't stay here. This place isn't for us. It's just a passing. It's to learn what you need to learn, get where you want to be at, enjoy. Because it ain't forever. Everything is temporary. Nothing's forever. Nothing lasts forever, bro. One day, it's going to be your time to go on the ground. One day. So make sure you're enjoying your life right now and you're not living in hell on earth. You feel me? Make sure you're not going through the same cycles thinking something's going to change. If you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, do y'all know what the definition of that is? Insanity. If you keep doing the same thing, hold on, let me look at y'all real quick. If you keep doing the same thing and expecting something different to happen, if you doing the same thing, you insane. You're really crazy. I'm serious. I'm so serious. You can Google it. You're insane if you keep doing the same thing and expecting, okay, well, this is gonna happen now. No, if you keep bouncing the ball against the wall, that ball ain't gonna fly off. It ain't gonna fly to the next the next atmosphere or nothing like that. Just put it like that, bro. You gotta do something different. If you wanna be somewhere, if you wanna go to a place you've never been before, you gotta do something you ain't never did before. No gay stuff. You don't have to sell your soul to be where you wanna be. You just gotta stay down for it. A lot of people, a lot of rappers, a lot of artists looking for a deal. They're like, man, I just want a deal. Sign yourself. Go work you a job, stack you some money up, and put it behind yourself. Invest into you. Because that's all they going to do. All the big companies going to do is invest into you. They going to use their money they already got. Okay, here go an artist right here. We're going to invest in him. We're going to put our money in him. Well, you can do the same thing and be independent on all your stuff. You got to make it make sense, bro. Are you just hustling? It really depends on why you want to do it, though. The why is big. If you just want to be big and everybody to know your name, and just want to be hot for a summer. There's plenty of people that were hot for a summer. And that was the only summer they were hot. You feel me? That was the only summer they were hot. But if you want to be hot for a lifetime, and I say hot because I don't want to be hot for a lifetime. If you want to be on top, if you want to be financially stable, if you want to have the things that you want in life, go ahead and put God first. So go ahead and stack that money up. Go ahead and get that job. Ain't nothing wrong with no 9 to 5. Ain't no wrong with being modest. Ain't no wrong with being humble. Ain't no wrong with not selling drugs. Ain't no wrong with hustling legally. Ain't nothing wrong with doing the right thing. We have got so confused on want to be somebody else and want to compare ourselves to other people that ain't in the same race as us. But it's not a race. It's a marathon. They're not in the same marathon as us. I'm not risking my freedom to go to jail. Ain't no girls in jail. Straight up. I found it out. I ain't gonna say I found it out. I knew that since I was young, man. No girls in jail. Girls cute. I like looking at girls. But Can't be in that cycle of lust though. I can't be trying to hunch them. I can't be trying to do all this with them. But ain't no girls in jail. So if you like girls, don't do nothing to go to jail.
Write that down, write that down!
If you like girls, don't do nothing to go to jail. Ain't no girls in jail. That's all my young boys. You feel me? It's all my youngest. Don't do nothing to go to jail. Jail is not cool. Jail is not a place for people. They don't even treat you like a person in jail. Because you be property. You're not yourself anymore in jail. I've never been in jail. But I've seen enough movies to know that ain't the place I want to be. Let's get on our next subject. It's getting warm in here. It's getting warm in here. Congregation is getting warm, y'all. All right. So last thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is life after clarity. Life after you start putting yourself first. So y'all, for the longest, I wasn't putting myself first. I was in the cycle. I was on repeat. Put this song on replay. I was on replay. And doing the same thing every day. You feel me? And expecting something different. I was insane for a minute. I was insane. But once I started handling business and putting myself first and actually doing the right actions to receive the right reactions, bro, life was different. Life has been different, bro. I didn't set so much stuff up. My partner got me a rug. Shout out N5 on the rugs. I didn't make my screaming room. I didn't order some clothes. I done invested in myself. I done ordered a whole book of clothes. We got a drop coming, God. Virtuous Forever, August 22nd. We're doing the Capsule 2 drop. I done set the website up. I've watched videos. I've been able to pay attention to me when I stopped focusing on everybody else. Life after stop trying to be other people has been so great. It's that. It's just like that. Man, I wish I could. Well, I don't wish I could give y'all my feeling because I hustled and earned my feeling. You feel me? But I wish y'all can pay attention so y'all can get it. I wish this video would be a blessing to everybody who's watching. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. Close your eyes. God, I come to you right now with a humble heart, asking you to bless everybody who's watching this video and touch their souls and let this message that you've placed on me today be a blessing to them, God. Allow them to stop procrastinating. Allow them to believe in themselves. Allow them to believe in you enough to try. Believe in the works of you, in the works of your son, in the works of life to happen, God. Allow them to understand that they're okay. As long as they have you at the center of their lives, as long as they're putting you first in their lives, they will be rich forever. They will not have to go through the same cycle. They will grow in life. God, please touch these people's heart and help them understand that they're okay and they already started. It ain't no I'm going to start next week. It ain't no when I do this, I'm going to do that. It ain't no nothing, but it started right now. God, allow them to be the change. Allow them to grow with the change. Allow them to be the people you've called them to be, God. And it's in your mighty son name we pray. Amen. Amen. Y'all gonna be alright. Y'all already alright. Say you already alright. Did you say it? Don't worry about it. You don't want to be alright. But if you said it, I appreciate you for saying it. But I just be playing with y'all. That is gonna be the end of our first the Celibate and Sober podcast. I appreciate you all for watching. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all for even lending me your ear to tell you something. You guys don't know how grateful I am for you, for listening, for checking me out, and y'all have a blessed day. We'll see y'all next episode on the Celibate and Sober podcast. It's a whole lot of God for refill. Y'all be smooth. Peace.
I ask God to help me out to watch the word come out my mouth. When I see a demon get screaming, I'm gon' get it out. All my members chasing God, no, we do not be chasing clout. Wipe the tears from out my eye when I step in the Lord's house. I ask God to help me out through this week, through this hour. I ask God to help me out before I sleep, before I shower. I ask God to help me out when I'm weak, When I cow, I ask God to help me out, cause this world is not ours.